Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shadow Empire, where we are playing as the Highlands on our own little planetoid. Been a little while since I last recorded, so I forgot my intro there. We are, I guess, I don't know how many turns away from our next war, but we have finished off Dunklerom. We have pacified New York. That was just what we renamed their old city. We have now formed our next strategy, which will be to destroy this very large miner that's on our western border. And by doing so, capturing 3 major cities on the surface, almost doubling our potential industrial base. And by doing so, capturing one of these cities has a rock dehydrator. I think it's this one. Which we kind of need because that gives us water, and that's one of our major what would I say, like our major bottleneck in our production is that we can make fuel from food, and we can make food, but to make food we need water, so we need to kind of work through that. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing right now. We have the first, fifth, second, third, and fourth all... Well, the first, fifth, and second all in position. The third and fourth are moving into position. The independent armor core... it's not actually a core, but just like all of this independent armor is situated where it needs to be. The seventh is in position for the most part. It still needs to get its artillery pieces down there. And the sixth is almost there as well. They're going to back up the independent armor. And once we get everybody in there, we're going to blitz their frontier. This is the border with another empire, so I'm hoping we can kind of like push the fifth down, cut off the north from supply, and then just kind of reduce the main part of their empire down, and leave the northern forces kind of to wither on the vine. That would be the plan. So yeah, that's where we're currently at. But let's go to the next turn. I think we finished everything we need to finish. Did we buy up fuel? We bought fuel, I think. Yeah, our fuel situation's not great right now. But we're kind of stretched. See, we're building more biofuel and hydroponics for food. But it's something we've got to deal with because we don't have the water to really have huge stocks of or huge agriculture going on right now, and our water's only being made from one rock dehydrator in New York and ice mines. But ice mines do run out at a certain point. Now we'll capture an ice mine at the beginning of this war fairly quickly, a level 2 ice mine that we can privatize very easily, or make public, but that's still on the rock dehydrator, which I know is in one of these cities. I think it's this one. At least I thought they had one. They might have gotten rid of it. Either way, we want to try and capture the cities and any resources they may or may not have. So let's go to the next turn, see what happens, and then we can also continue moving our forces into position. Hopefully they fall over like a... I don't know, something that's easy to fall over. I'm kind of blanking on my metaphors or my analogies. We just want them to break very quickly. Okay. We especially need to do this quickly because we are at the point where our recycling centers are starting to run out. And we're on the last turn of the Decade of Fanaticism, so we'll see what the next one is. Gained volunteerism. Cool. Discovered a new tech, communications techniques. In the end, happiness is between the ears. That is why you should consider improving your propaganda techniques to make people feel happier than they would be if nobody told them they should be happy. Okay. Discovered a new order of battle, light armor infantry army. That would actually be very useful. And we developed our new soldier type, foot 3. Okay. Nothing too interesting in terms of cards. Let's keep moving we're moving some of our boys. Strategic move. Let's get them to where they need to be. Okay. And those two will get their next turn. And we've got the majority. They'll spread... That was the wrong place to put them. Either way, we'll spread them down south a little bit here, and they'll take up positions with the armor. Third. Take up their positions. And then fourth. They wouldn't be able to get into position anyways this turn, so they're almost there. We do have a gap in the lines, but I don't think that'll be too big of a problem. It's a very small gap between our border and this other border of another nation. Got 2 decisions. Foreign Affairs Council. There are no majors anymore, so we're just going to go ahead and do stuff for minors. Set design target. I don't know. Let's get a new APC. So it's using a standard machine gun. Let's get a gas-powered machine gun. Let's do 25mm steel plating, and I'm good with medium diesel. So it's just a heavier armament for it. Got some armor coming down. Okay, you can't strategically move, so you're just going to walk. All right. I think that's everybody. Fuel's going up, food's going up, ammunition went down. That's okay. So yeah, we're just building stuff up. What we got in the Hastra Seas? It's just a Publix project. Yeah, town customs. Okay. Anything else to build here that we haven't built before? Any government buildings? Let's actually check out New York. Is there any government buildings in New York we haven't built? Quite a few. Let's build a university. I think we need that. And a VidCom station to make people feel better. Extremely high. Yeah, everybody's feeling great right now. Lots of happy people everywhere. Population's going up. Hastra C is still the lowest. York's gotten actually quite an influx of people last turn. Gallia went down, and New York went up by a lot as well. Okay. Hopefully York can start climbing up there. It is our capital city, after all. Yeah, let's keep spies filtering in here. Target them. Critical success. There's literally no way we can fail that. Let's keep them going in there. Alright. Next turn. Okay. I'm hoping the 6th and the armored units can take this city down here easily enough. I want them to be done quickly so they can push out before any counterattacks come. This might take a little bit to crack, but we have our biggest concentration of force here, so that won't be too big of a problem. And down south, we've got a corps deployed down there, but I'm not sure we'll be able to capture it. But we'll be able to get forward defensive positions quickly. I want to try and cut off supply to the rest of their military. A new zeitgeist wanders through the land. We're entering a time of learning. Hey, only 11 turns of time of learning. But that's good. Discovered a new tech, fuel mix optimization. Alright, I would just really like some rock dehydration tech. That'd be great. Got missiles. So using a 2-stage launch process, we could upgrade our rockets to missiles. These have much greater range and even larger payload capacity. Okay, Heavy Wheeler 2 finished. Cortical Stimulator. Alright, nothing too big there. Let's get these guys deployed on the border. Strategically redeploy them there. There we go. The 6th is deployed along with its armor complement. Most 7th's down where it needs to be. Let's get you lot. 4th's in position. So right now we're just waiting on that artillery piece, and we might just pull the trigger next turn instead of waiting. Got a lot of mobile units kind of on the border. Okay. We are positive on all of our various items. That's good. Galleys population went down again last turn. York's went up by a lot, or New York's went up by a lot. York's went up by a lot as well. That's good. Free folk are almost completely gone. And the Hastra Sea went up by 1,000, which I think is just the population from the cloning that happened. Yeah, cloning and then kind of a fluctuation between a lot of between the free folk and a lot of stuff, but still that worked out pretty well. All right. Anything interesting in the Hastra Sea that could be built? Could build solar panel fields. That'd be good. Get some solar panels down here. Got some decisions. Staff Council, you're good. Let's research something else. We got a new APC. I guess we could construct a bazooka unit. RPG, combat armor, go. Alright. Well, let's go to the next turn. Hastra Sea is almost 100,000 people living in there. It's actually pretty good. I have not been placing units in the reserve. That's going to happen next turn. I don't think we're, like, at a deficit of anything, but I've got to check. We have a really high concentration of force down south here. That's good. Okay. Oh, I wanted to say, because I'm not sure if it's gone out as much. I'm not sure. Nobody said if the notifications and stuff have been working. Oh, successfully delivered a demand. Got our BP assets to 16. There we go. This might be one of our more far out there ideas, but if we can spare the water needed, we have an idea to speed up the natural process of disposition of the rocks. If it works, we could use the energy that would be released. Oh, okay, so it's like a power thing, but we need water for it, which we are lacking. Heavy armor army, okay. We got the Thunderstrike unit. But yeah, I wanted to say I started to stream on this channel. I haven't I don't do games on it because I don't actually have a lot. My internet's fairly bad, so I can't really do game streaming, but I have been doing like world building and stuff from I world build as a hobby. So it's been fairly successful. A lot of people have showed up and have enjoyed it. I just wanted to put it out there. If you are interested in that kind of thing, keep an eye out for stream notifications or notifications of a stream on the channel, and come in and join. It's a nice little fun time. Okay, we've got some decisions here. Let's do that. To militia, learn some experience, pay them a bit so they experience better. Okay. Let's think about this. Could get it. I guess we'll get a tank destroyer. If it's a tank destroyer, we want the best gun we can get. So let's get it. Let's make this thing a monster. 180 millimeter high velocity gun, 100 millimeter steel plate, and I want this thing to be quick. So let's make it a triple diesel. Mystic Temple positive will help. Okay. There's really no reason for us to not go ahead and start this war right now, so I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to start it. Let's look at our troop, any deficits or anything that we need to be mindful of. Doesn't look like it. We got plenty of spare IP and recruits sitting around, so we should be good. Let's start this war. Yes. We'll have the first move out, take some forward positions. And then the 5th will do the same. Okay, fairly good amount of territory we captured up north here. We'll have the 2nd do the same. Kind of cut across here. Try and cut them off. Alright, the 4th. We'll move to cut off the city itself and take forward positions with artillery pieces. The 3rd will do the same. Okay, 6th. Gonna take forward positions around the city. Armor's gonna move to cut off. Okay, so multiple cities cut off now. We are going to go ahead and try to now spread out a bit. Alright, create a decent line of troops. With the 7th. Well, the rest of their artillery gets down there. Hopefully we deal with this city here, and then the 6th and the armor can start moving down south to help deal with their capital city. This shouldn't take long to fall, and then we'll figure out if we're going to split down south or north. And the 1st and 5th are making decent progress. Very good, very good. Okay, not a lot for us to really do there. Let's go ahead and move to the next turn, see what they do as response. Hopefully my tea's cooled down so I can actually take a drink now. Yeah. There we go. So what will they do? Probably just skirmish down south here for a while until we get reinforcements from the north. As long as we've got a decent line, they shouldn't be able to push past us. That's the dream. Okay, no losses. Time of learning still going forward. We finally researched physical storage. New tech, armor-piercing optimization. It is definitely possible to increase the armor penetration capacity of our anti-tank weaponry. Cool, cool. Completed the operarization of the armored corps, brigade, and army, so full armored units. Discovered a new order of battle RPG infantry army. Cool, cool. Got the guided RPG just in time for us to have finished our bazooka soldier. Heavy guided RPG, considering new tech advantages, allows us to construct a much lighter RPG launcher. We should consider increasing the charge of our rockets. Cool. Scavenged some Galactic Republic weapons. Gave us some automatos. I'm not sure what those are. We got some credits. Cool, cool. Of course, we're expanding. We are doing fairly well. I haven't seen any troops up north here, but we're just going to keep moving in line. Not as much of a line as I wanted it to be initially. We are trying to cut off their northern troops from reinforcements. Because I know they've got troops here and down here that are not connected to anything. Okay. There we go. We reached that other border. Alright, let's knock this guy out. Start bombarding. We've only got 2 units in the city. Oh, yeah. Decent number of kills there. $23-1 should do it. Oh, yeah, they did not put up much of a fight. Let's keep pushing out with what we got. Okay. Let's try and deal with these guys here. Alright. Let's make this interesting. $11-1. There we go. Still got plenty of armor to push in here if we need to. Okay. Second attack. 13-1. There we go. So that is a taken city. Now we need to start moving the 6th down. So I'm thinking the 3rd and the 6th start moving down south. The 4th start moving north with the 2nd to deal with the large numbers of troops up north. But that is a fairly decent push we've gotten right now. Oh, these guys. Crap. These guys basically don't move. They're machine guns that stay in one spot. They're like bunkers or kind of thing. Like autonomous bunkers. So we're just not going to be able to use them. Okay. Got some decisions. Motion to increase our admin level. Sure. Set Model Design Council. You're fine. Economic Research Council. Let's do, I guess... Water purification doesn't really do anything for us. We don't have the water to do this, so let's do power banks. Ooh. Pardon me, guys. Oh. Okay. I'll have to try and remember to mute that. Okay, let's get missile launchers. Why not? And operization. Can we get light armor? Like light armor? I know we picked that up. Where was it? I thought I saw that. Didn't we have that? Light armored army? Or was it light infantry army? Light armor infantry army. There we go. Pick that up. Charismatic Union Chief. Pay raise? Sure. We'll raise pay a little bit. And we can upgrade the Hastra Sea into a minor city instead of just being a big town. So there we go. They've grown enough. Yeah, they're over 100,000. In fact, if we check this out... nope, we check this out. Yeah, York's been growing. Hastra Sea's been growing. Gallia's been shrinking a little bit. Ooh, and York shrank a little bit. People go into the capital. Okay, let's check. Replenish troops-wise, we lost 500, and that's kind of like the biggest amount, so they're good. We will put a couple of foot threes in there just to fill out the reserves. But looking at the time, we're going to have to end the episode there. So, yeah. So far, 2 cities captured. A good amount of territory in the north captured. Oh, and we can actually expand out a little bit there. Yeah, a lot of territory captured. Some cities captured. And we're poised to start taking their last city down south. And once we've done that, we can go ahead and clean up their forces to the north, since they won't have any supplies, and meet the other empires or nations that exist down south here. In fact, we could already start doing that, but we'll have to do that next episode. So, thank you for joining me for this episode. If you'd like to, please leave a comment down below. Hit that like button. If you want to support the channel, hit the subscribe button down below, as well as take a look at the description down below, where I have links to my Discord and my Patreon page. I'll see all of you in the next episode. Bye!